Whoa, whoa, whoa. There we go. Welcome to the channel. My name is Eric. I'm a drummer. I play drums. I've done a few videos now about how quick this drum set is to set up. What I would like to talk about now is everything that's in this case. Well, I mean, and that stuff too. So in this video, I'm going to show you all the other little stuff that you may or may not need. I go a little overboard sometimes. I'll explain why it's nice to have all that stuff. I hope you enjoy. Whoop. Seems like a lot of stuff. Now don't get me wrong, I am carrying a lot of extra stuff because typically I'm the person that brings the PA system also. 2 speakers, just this little Mackie mixer. So I am going to do a little, and that is more along the lines of what I bring everyday gig. That stuff's extra. Of course, we have duct tape, a few mic cords. We got my trackpad, in-ear monitors, the trigger, kick mic, voice mic, got a power strip that goes to the bass drum, cloths or whatever, because sometimes other band members get a little excited and they want to do a little toasty toast over a cymbal, which is not very fun because then you get adult beverages dripped on your cymbals. Extension cord. Most of the venues I play at have power everywhere. It's the outdoor venues that I usually have to bring the extension cord for. We got a kick mic stand. And last but certainly not least, arguably one of the more important pieces of equipment, a fan, because it gets hot up there. Oh yeah, we have a mic stand too. I'm going to get all this stuff set up and then I'll give you a quick rundown. Whoop. Why don't you take a seat with me? Let's just start with the kick. That adapter just runs into the bass drum. You can see I got a little hole drilled into it, and there's some rope lights that apparently are falling down. For the kick, I have this roll-end kick trigger on it. I see a lot of love and hate for kick triggers. So the reason I have it, because this bass drum is so small, I mean, it does have a lot of punch. I need that girth, if you will, that deep tone that you get from like a 22 or even a 20-inch bass drum. So that is a consistent sound that no matter what venue I'm in, my kick always sounds the same. The reason for the microphone, it's more control, if you will. Well, then you set your microphone at a certain level, so when you really get into the kick, the trigger is gonna stay the same volume. I mean, within reason. It is a little sensitive to touch sensitive. So you tap on the bass drum light and it's a lighter sound or lower volume. You hit it hard and it's a heavier volume, but you add that microphone to it and it just amplifies that effect. So you have the lower volume, you really get into it, gives you the high volume, that punch, more for larger venues. One venue we play at, I don't even use the trigger because they use their microphone, their equipment, everything. He gets it perfect every time, so I don't even use the trigger for that venue. Anyway, the trigger is plugged into Alesis Sample Pad 4. This is not musical. This is basically the same reason I have a microphone. Like Billie Jean, I'll do the you know, that kind of stuff. Otherwise, it's just for talking smack. So we got laugh track, Law and Order bell. That is crickets. And then this one. Come on, man. Come on, man. That's a recording of the current leader of the free world. Yeah. Come on, man. But this is what the kick's plugged into. And then we have my microphone, which is a Shure SM58. Of course, you have all the cords. You have XLR cords. This is actually a pile of crap. I mean, it's a pile PDK MK-A. Great beginner microphone if that's what you can afford. I want to replace it, but with the trigger, I haven't been using it very much, so I haven't replaced it yet. After I move, I'm going to start gigging with a different kit. I want to use probably this one again, not with the rack and everything. At that point, I'll probably invest in a better kick mic. Fan there. So I put it right there, or I'll put it over here. The way I figured that out is a lot simpler than you might think. It all depends on where the bass player is standing. If the bass player is standing over here, the fan goes here. The bass player standing over here, fan goes there. You can probably figure out why. Last piece of equipment, I got this little Behringer in-ear monitor. For the in-ear, I have these Shure SE215s maybe. They're right around $90, I think. Tip of the trade, or trick of the trade, I don't know. It's incredibly hard to read which one is right and which one is left, so I put a little piece of tape on right. These are a lifesaver. When I'm not using in-ears, smaller venues, I use those for hearing protection. So I'm either using them for hearing protection or in-ear monitors. In review, do you need all this stuff to play in a cover band or any band for that matter? No, you don't need any of this stuff. I do recommend the hearing protection. Everything else is just a bonus. The next most important thing, the kick mic, a decent microphone. If you're gonna sing, then next in line would be the in-ear monitor setup and a fan. Greater than one. More important than number one. About the same as number one. We'll go with that. Hopefully that answers any questions you have on electronics. Yeah, so I mentioned earlier in the video something about, I pointed at the flag. So that's the Maine state flag. And I know I've been talking about this for a long time, and I was looking at some of my older videos and realized that I have not told you all where I'm moving yet. You take a look at some of my videos from the summer. I went Texas, Tennessee, Las Vegas. The plan is Maine, kind of scoping out houses on the the almighty Zillow. So something we're looking for is enough room to have a room like this for all my drums, all my YouTube stuff. It'll be a studio for the drums. I'll hook up all my mics. My interface, everything. Just have everything hooked up. That way I can actually record my drums. And when I'm playing in that room, it doesn't sound like absolute garbage like it does in this room. And also space to do other things. Although this is now, I'm going to dub this a drum channel, but I still have things like these lights that I want to put on my truck. That's going to be a video. I have my motorcycle. I have projects I want to do to that. Those will be videos. I like to do moto vlogs. I think I have like 2 or 3 moto vlogs on this channel. I'm going to try to keep stuff like that drum centric. Like maybe I'll pick a couple drum topics to talk about, but it is going to be me riding my motorcycle around talking about it, that sort of thing. Maybe I'll be going to check out a new music store or something like that. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think those types of videos should be. Lots of exciting things happening in the next few months. And if this is the first time, if you haven't watched my older videos, I am currently serving in the United States military and I am getting ready to retire. Last day in uniform will be the end of this month. End of December 2021 will be my last day in uniform. I'll be doing some other things for a few months, but middle of March, packing up and leaving. And I'm gonna bring all of you along on the journey. That space that I talked about, I mean, some of these houses have like old barns. Picture this, an old barn converted into a studio. Maybe not a full up recording studio, but a YouTube / drum / band studio. Think about that. Thank you for all the support you've been giving me on some of my older videos. I really appreciate the kind words, the encouraging words, and even the criticism. It really helps me navigate where this channel needs to go. It's actually helped me get to this point because I was having a writer's block for a while there, and one of my videos started taking off, so I was like, there it is. It's like a light bulb went off. So I appreciate all of you for helping me get to that point and helping this channel develop into what we want it to be. So let me know again in the comments if you have any questions. I talked a lot about other things that I want to put on this channel. Let me know what you think about that. I know not everybody likes to hear it, but where is it over here? Hit the subscribe button. It helps me out a lot. Thanks for watching this episode. I will see you in the next one. Woo!